Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
And 15 PCA.
Native 454.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast. So, some video game rumor news. So, Wave Race.
Yeah.
So, talking about N64 Classic. Mm-hmm. Did they ever make an official sequel? Was there a sequel on the GameCube?
There might have been on GameCube.
I think Wave Race 64.
Oh, yeah, the Blue Wave, Blue Rush or something
Blue
like
Rush,
that.
yeah, it wasn't...
Love those games. Anyone who, if you have a chance to play Wave Race, it still holds up today. It's not as good as the F-Zero series, but it's still pretty awesome. Really cool. I remember thinking back when I first played Wave Race 64, I'm like, this water looks so amazing. Cool. Now it's almost like it's embarrassing. Oh, jeez, that water looks awful.
Could you imagine the graphics of, like, Sea of Thieves with Wave Race? That would be so cool.
That would blow my... So good. So looks like we may get another Wave Race game on the Switch, and it's about time.
Yeah, it needs to be happening.
Because even the mix this in with another game that's been rumored, another 1080 Snowboarding. That was another great game.
That was fun.
Not as fun as Snowboarding Kids because that was more like arcadey, but I think both these games are ripe and prime for
a Switch.
There was a GameCube version, Wave Race Blue Storm.
Yeah,
that's what it was called. But it's been a while. GameCube. It's been a long time. They skipped
systems.
So I'm looking forward to this, especially with the technology with the Switch. You know, make it to where you have to hold the controller so it could be like the throttle and everything, and they'll do something cool.
You can switch it, yeah. So.
And you'll be able to feel the rumble, and it's gonna be cool.
Don't add the Lambo to it.
Make it because there are the Lambo little things where it makes it look like it has like the motorcycle.
I don't know. Would you think that'd be cool? I don't know.
You know what? I just thought it would be a cool Lambo thing. Would actually making it with pilot wings. With Labo.
See, but there's another game that we'd like to see come back, but definitely Wave Race is just a cool game.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And there was an Easter egg that wasn't found out till like 15 years later. Like during the game there was an announcer, so every time he did something, he'd be like, "Whoa, cool move!" And, but if he drove backwards,
like the whole race,
like 25 laps, something ridiculous, then the announcer starts getting mean. Oh, what are you, stupid? And starts like being super mean. It's like, wow, that's kind of...
Who would ever forgive you for
that? Because who would drive backwards that many times?
Yeah.
That's what they probably put it in there to be stupid. Yeah, that's a little mean and vicious.
Yeah, what are you, stupid? Oh, good job. And he did it like sarcastically and like...
So there has to be another Easter egg like that. But I remember in Wave Race memories, I remember like being the big guy and trying to do the barrel roll. It was so hard to do because he's kind of a fat guy. Come on, do it. You just got to get halfway and crash.
I thought the best is when there was like this the sunset level.
Oh, yeah, it was so beautiful.
Cool. Yeah, and there's another Easter egg. If you did like a certain, I think, track at a certain time, or like a good time, that you get dolphins.
Yeah, you can ride a dolphin. That was like your jet ski.
Cool.
Animal abuse. But see, this is what I want to hear from the Switch. Stuff like this.
Yes.
I don't want to hear about, we're getting a game that was released 10 years ago on everything else.
Do new stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they just announced a Disgaea Part 1. Well, guys, that game's PS2.
Old. Yeah.
Come on.
And you're charging like full price. That game should be like $10.
Ridiculous. So, I want to hear new games, new releases. Yeah. Not, Dark Souls that got pushed back. Or because it's hard to run those kind of games. Just do things that make Nintendo.
Exactly. Or if you're going to make remakes, make it remakes of your classics like Wave Race, F-Zero.
Pilot Wings.
Those type of classic games are like, or even like a Blast Core. That'd be kind of cool.
Nintendo has a back catalog of games that need to be remade that would be amazing. Again, like we mentioned, 1080 Snowboarding. You mentioned Pilot Wings. What was that? There was that other game, that Gemini Force. It was like it was one of the first kind of open sandbox games.
Those original games are on the Rare Replay.
Yeah, they're on the Rare Replay. There's a lot of good games.
Blast Core is too. It's a lot of fun.
Blast Core, even like old RPGs that people don't remember, like Orc Tactics.
Orc Tactics C4 was amazing.
Very good.
There's so many cool things that can happen, but they seem to be caught up in trying to get things that are like, remember Dark Souls? We'll get it on the Switch, and it's like,
and they're also stuck in this thing of like the indie games. Like, we want to make tons, because I go on the eShop all the time, and I see like 50 or 60 different these indie games, and I'm like, where's the classic Nintendo stuff? I want Nintendo.
Okay, we're saying I'm going to say Nintendies.
Yeah, the Nintendies.
So ridiculous. That whole short, I'm watching it. It's like 15 minutes. It was a treehouse thing, like in April. I'm like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Let's talk about real games. And not to say there's not good indie games, or there's things like Cuphead. And what was the one where you're the little shadow kid?
Oh, yeah, Limbo.
The Limbo. And then there's good indie games.
Braid from before years ago.
But when you keep pushing tons and tons and tons of them, a lot of them are just okay.
Yeah.
But Nintendo, I would be very, very surprised if they didn't announce something classic like this, a Star Fox, a Wave Race.
Well, E3's around the corner.
Yeah, so E3's right around the corner. Hopefully they give us something cool like that because it was just super fun and it was so Nintendo.
If I was Nintendo, I would start off the closer's got to be Smash Brothers. Something like that. Brave Race, freaking F-Zero would be for sure. That would be like my hidden little thing.
F-Zero was awesome.
Metroid Prime, and then also maybe something with Mario.
Yeah, some type of new Mario game. Or hey, what about a Pokemon RPG?
Oh, Pokemon
for the
RPG.
Switch.
There we go.
What's been bothering me with the Metroid games, they've been handing them out to third parties and they haven't been as good.
Yeah.
Let's get Nintendo to make it in-house.
Nintendo, put your loving care into it and make it real. Because again, none of the Metro Prime games were ever made by Nintendo. They're always made by other studios. So Nintendo has this house of games, and hopefully we can start seeing more of them. Wave Race seems like something that would be pretty easy to do. Without going like getting Metroid needs to be humongous.
Yeah.
Wave Race, not so much. Just get a lot of tracks, get some fun characters in there, bright, colorful graphics.
I mean, if you want to put like Mario in there, versus Peach, all that, you could do that.
That's Inklings and stuff like that would be easy to do.
Oh yeah, exactly. And also Nintendo, you can also expand too. Like a lot of your 3DS games can go on the Switch. Like how cool would it be if you got a Switch graphically updated and it's looks like Valkyrie Chronicles, but it's freaking Advance Wars.
That's another game you haven't seen in a while.
I would love to see an Advance Wars on the Switch.
That'd be pretty cool.
Online battling someone, that'd be so cool.
Some of those matches last hours.
Oh my god, they do.
Yeah.
And then they even get Ace Attorney.
There's no reason not to, right?
Yeah, it's the Switch,
and it's portable. It's like a Super DS. But Nintendo, you do have a lot of great stuff to do. Just start doing that. Don't worry so much about trying to get that game that came out 7 years ago on everyone else's console. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Leave Doom and Skyrim and all that. That's nice, but let's move
The
forward.
problem is they're chasing 2010.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. Just do it now.
And also, I know that there's a lot of Nintendo fans that if that's their only console,
they never played those games.
But that's a very small.
Come on.
But you limit yourself because you're going to play those on other systems that are a lot cheaper, so that's on you. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a very small market. Because even if you didn't have that console, you had a friend that did.
Yeah.
If you played Dark Souls, you've played, Doom.
But if you're a Nintendo fan, you don't have any friends. No, but... Ooh, Nintendo!
Big brother, brother. No, just kidding.
No, but definitely. I'm really looking forward to the E3 for Nintendo because Nintendo's always, even though Nintendo's not my favorite console, I enjoy their games.
Yes.
And I like the way Nintendo does things.
Oh yeah.
And be yourselves. Don't try to be like everyone else. That's where Nintendo shines, is when they're themselves.
Exactly. And a good example of that would be Octopath.
Yep, that was really cool. I definitely... Something that, but again, it's going to be a game that comes out and no one's going to play it because it's not that big, flashy game.
Yeah, it's a classic spin on classic RPG.
But the thing is, it accelerates the graphics to their storybook, so you can do great graphics like that.
Oh,
cartoony graphics.
You know what I thought of when we're just talking about Wave Race? Excite Bike. Come on, there was one on the 64. We need a new Excite Bike. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. That'd be really tight.
So definitely, but again, you don't want them to become Mario Kart.
No.
They need to be their own thing. So if you have guest characters, only a couple. Don't make it because then it's like, why not just go play Mario Kart? Because that has all that.
Yeah.
So they needs to be their own thing. And Wave Race is on the water and Sight Bike's on the dirt.
And what you could do is that Mario Kart's a little bit more. You can make that more arcadey. You can make a Sight Bike a little bit more.
Where you have to
realistic.
worry about your jumps and leaning forward and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So definitely Nintendo, you have some good stuff on your hands. Just don't screw it up.
So you're saying you don't want to have Sonic in this game?
No, nothing like that.
From a
See, that's just the silliness that comes along with Mario Kart.
But if you want to put Excite Bike in Mario Kart,
that's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
But he has to look like the blocky version. He can't be a new graphics. It has to be the Nintendo graphics.
Well, didn't they have Wreck-It Ralph in there?
Yeah, and
the Sonic one.
And the Sonic one had Wreck-It Ralph.
Funny.
So that's ridiculous. They should do Candy Rush. That'd be great.
Why not?
Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, sub, and share. Also, for the most up-to-date information about the podcast, follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast.